I knew what the old man felt, and I pitied him, although I chuckled at heart. I knew that he had been lying awake ever since the first slight noise, when he had turned in bed. His fears had been ever growing since upon him. He had tried to fancy them causeless, but could not. He had been saying to himself, "It is nothing but the wind in the chimney. It is only a mouse crossing the floor. Or, it's merely a cricket, which has made a single chirp. Or, maybe it's a crazy man who's trying to kill me because he doesn't like the way my eye looks."
I don't think he said that one.
Unfortunately, he didn't pay attention to that last one. Nope, he did not. Yes, he'd been trying to comfort himself with these suppositions, but he'd found all in vain. All in vain because death, in approaching him, had stalked with its black shadow before him, and enveloped the victim. And it was the mournful influence of the unperceived shadow that caused him to feel, although he neither saw nor heard, to feel the presence of my head within the room.
When I had waited a long time very patiently without hearing him lie down, I resolved to open a little, very little crevice in the lantern. So I opened it. You cannot imagine how stealthily, until at length a simple dim ray, like the thread of a spider, shot out from the crevice and fell upon the vulture eye.
It was open, wide open, and I grew furious as I gazed up. Well, I'm trying to be a little dramatic here, and you're laughing. Oh, you're doing the evil chuckling that the madman's chuckling to himself. Okay, good.
See in the movie when he's trying to calm down, he's like and keeps on pulling the blanket up.
That would be an easy scene to film because it's all dark.
Well, no,
Anyway.
it wasn't really dark.
Oh, so then they screwed up the
Well,
story.
because you gotta see what he's doing.
Well, we gotta
Yeah.
see what he's doing. Whatever. Okay. Fell upon the vulture eye. It was open. Wide open! And I grew furious. I gazed upon it. I saw it with perfect distinctness. A dull blue, with a hideous veil over it that chilled the very marrow in my bones. But I could see nothing else of the old man's face or person, for I had directed the ray, as if by instinct, precisely upon the damned spot.
It's an eye.
Well, it kind of makes him pissed off. He's kind of mad.
It's an eye. Spot.
And have I not told you?
And have I not told you what you mistake for my madness is over acuteness of the sense?
Is but an over acuteness of the sense.
Now I say, there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound, such as a watch that makes.
Such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton? Who the hell covers a watch in cotton and listens to the sound?
Clothes made of cotton.
Whose clothes are made out of cotton?
No, clothes are made out of cotton, so I guess you have it there, and then if you're wearing a long sleeve shirt, it's covered in cotton.
Okay, whatever. That's still a stupid metaphor. Simile. I knew that sound well too.
It was the beating of the old man's heart. It increased my fury as the beating of a drum stimulates the soldier into courage. But
We need some background music for this. We'll put some background music in. Yeah.
But even yet, I refrained and kept still. I scarcely breathed. I held the lantern motionless. I tried how steadily I could maintain the ray above the eye.
Does the guy not see this light that's going into his eye?
Meantime, the hellish tattoo. Hey, that was an my version.
Oh, this
The hellish tattoo
of the heart increased. It grew quicker and louder every instant. The old man's terror must have been extreme. See, it's a bongo circle now. It's bongos now. It grew louder every moment. You mark me well. I have told you that I am nervous, so I am. And now at the dead hour of the night, amid the dreadful silence of the old house, so strange a noise as this excited me to uncontrollable terror. Yet for some minutes longer I refrained and stood still, but the beating grew louder, louder. I thought the heart must burst. And now a new anxiety seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. Neighbor. Oh, it's British spelling. The old man's hour had come! With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leaped into the room. He shrieked once. Ah! Let's try that again. Okay. With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leaped into the room. He shrieked once. Once only. In an instant, I dragged him to the floor, pulled the heavy bed over him. I then smiled gaily to find the deed so far done. But for many minutes this heart beat on with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me. It would not be heard through the wall. At length it ceased. The old man was dead. I removed the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead. I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there many minutes. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more.
So he threw the bed on him?
He just picked up I thought the guy was lying on the bed.
No. He dragged him to the floor, then he threw the bed on him.
Okay, so he just threw him on the floor, then he picks up a bed
and... Like he suffocates him?
How did it work in your movie?
I didn't see that
part. Oh, okay.
I stopped.
It was all dark? If still you think me mad.
Well, no, sometimes it showed him saying it, and they didn't show what happened.
Yeah, well, whatever. You will think so no longer when I describe the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. The night waned and I worked hastily, but in silence. First of all, I dismembered the corpse. I cut off the head and the arms and the legs. Oh, I'm not going to think he's mad now. He cut off the head and the arms and the legs. He's great!
You
left me hanging there, Molly. You're leaving me hanging. You're leaving me hanging!
I then took up...
Give me a pound, damn it!
Why do you want a pound for reading? Good job!
Give me a pound! Yeah.
I then took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber, and then deposited all between the scantlings. I then replaced the boards so cleverly, so cunningly, that no human eye, not even his...
Well, his eye can't see anything.
It's evil enough. Could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to wash out, no stain of any kind, no blood whatsoever. I had been too wary for that. A tub had caught all. Ha, ha, ha!
That's not a very funny joke.
What's a tub? Tub, like the bathtub cup?
Yeah, rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. I don't know. The 3 men in a tub are showing up. Anyway, when I had made an end of these labors, it was 4 o'clock, still dark as midnight. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking on the street door. I went to open it with a light heart. For what had I now to fear? There entered 3 men who introduced themselves with perfect suavity. Yo, how's it going, Edgar?
Hello.
Yeah. As officers of the police.
I'm also officer of the police.
Nice. Yo, hey, officer. Hey, how's it going?
These are my two men.
Oh, you're homeboys. Okay.
Yes.